I'm Regis Philbin, and this is Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? I'm just kidding. Who wants to be a millionaire? I'm not Regis Philbin, but in this video, I'm gonna show you how much Ethereum you need to hold to get you that much closer to that millionaire status in the next bull run. What's going on, everybody? My name is Frankie Candles, and in this video, we're gonna talk about Ethereum, the pioneer smart contract platform that was the birthplace of both DeFi and NFTs. There have been many layer 1 blockchain platforms over the years that have claimed to be Ethereum killers, but none of them have been able to come even close to the market cap or impact of the original. And Ethereum continues to grow and become more mainstream, especially now that its layer 2 ecosystem is allowing for cheaper gas fees and faster transaction times. Now, before we jump into this moon math video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, and click that notification bell, because our videos on this channel are usually pretty time sensitive, especially the urgent market updates. Ethereum has seen quite a ride in its lifetime, reaching an all-time high of about $4,800 in the previous bull run. However, much like the rest of the crypto market, Ethereum has cooled off, currently sitting at about $1,900. Ethereum saw a massive pump last week, obviously following the XRP ruling, and this could be partly due to the fact that there was a lot of fear about the SEC coming after Ethereum, but now it seems clear that the SEC wouldn't really hold much weight against ETH. Now, Ethereum looks like it's set up to have an insane rally in the next bull market, and some projections suggest that it could get into the tens of thousands of dollars, just like we saw with Bitcoin. This backs up the theory that Raoul Pal has been putting forward for years. He says Ethereum's following in Bitcoin's footsteps to a T in terms of adoption, market cap, and price. And if he's right, we could be looking at another 10x or even more for ETH in the future cycles. Now, I want to remind everybody that these moon math videos are extremely speculative, and at the end of the day, I don't care what anyone says, nobody can tell you where Ethereum is going to head next with certainty. So please, for the love of God, always do your own research, and this is not financial advice, and I am definitely not a financial advisor, so before spending any of your hard-earned money, please do your due diligence. Now, with all of that out of the way, let's go ahead and jump into some fun calculations and predictions. If Ethereum were to reach its previous all-time high of nearly $4,900 during the next bull run, you would need about 205 ETH to hit that $1 million mark. Given today's price of $1,900 per ETH, that would mean a current investment of nearly $390,000. Yikes, that's a lot of sauce. But let's assume that Ethereum surges past its previous all-time high and doubles it. That would bring the price of ETH to about $9,700. To become a millionaire at that price, you would only need to hold approximately 103 ETH, which translates to an investment of about $195,700, which isn't a lot of money, right? I'm just kidding. That's pretty unrealistic for most people, but pushing it even further, if Ethereum were to triple its previous all-time high, reaching around $14,600 per ETH, you would only need around 69 ETH. Nice. And gathering 69 ETH at today's prices would cost you approximately $131,000. Getting there, but still kind of unrealistic for the average person. These numbers are pretty steep, and most people don't have this kind of money just laying around, but that doesn't mean that you can't still make life-changing money with Ethereum. So let's break it down for those who are investing on a little bit of a tighter budget. If you put $1,000 into Ethereum at the current price of $1,900, you would get a little over a half an ETH. If Ethereum reaches its previous all-time high of $4,900, your $1,000 investment could potentially grow to about $2,500. But you could potentially maximize your returns through dollar cost averaging, which involves regularly buying a set amount over time, regardless of the market's ups and downs. And just so you guys know, this is a proven strategy that wins over time. Now, two methods of dollar cost averaging include buying on a scheduled basis, such as weekly or monthly, or buying whenever the price is low to secure a lower average buy-in price. Both strategies have their benefits and will capture different price points over time. But for this discussion, let's assume a $2,000 average price to account for some pumps and dumps over the next year. Say you decide to invest, I don't know, $150 per month into Ethereum over a year at an average price of $2,000 per ETH. Well, by the end of that year, you would own roughly 0.9 ETH. And if Ethereum shoots back to its previous all-time high of $4,900, that $1,800 investment could potentially turn into nearly $4,400. Although you're not really hitting anywhere near that $1 million mark, these numbers show that even the modest and consistent investment can lead to substantial returns in the world of crypto. I know $4,400 $400 isn't really necessarily life-changing to a lot of people, but this is a percentage increase that you can only get in an asset class like crypto. It's all about understanding the potential, having a game plan, and then most importantly, sticking to the dang plan. Now let's compare Ethereum with the one and only Bitcoin. Remember, Bitcoin set a previous all-time high of about $69,000 before retracing all the way back down to $15,500 and now sits at about $30,000. Now, this is kind of going off of Raoul Pal's theory. I want to point out, I am not in the camp that Ethereum is going to hit $69,000 in the next cycle. I want to be very clear about that, but some people do think that Ethereum will follow in Bitcoin's footsteps. So let's just have a little bit of fun. This is a moon math video. I just want to point out that there's realistic predictions and then more of like fun gambling predictions. And 69K for ETH in the next cycle, in my opinion, is not very likely, but who knows in a following cycle, maybe after 2024, 2025. So if Ethereum were to follow in Bitcoin's footsteps, there would be some really interesting moon math to consider. Let's imagine Ethereum's price reaching Bitcoin's current price of about $30,000. To become an Ethereum millionaire at these prices, you would need to hold roughly 33.3 ETH. Given today's price of $1,900 per ETH, that translates to an investment of approximately $63,300. So now let's get really ambitious. And like I said, again, these predictions are not really realistic in my opinion, but let's get super ambitious and suppose that Ethereum mirrors Bitcoin's previous all-time high, reaching a nice $69,000 per ETH. Wait a minute, hang on. Did you hit the like button? If you didn't, do it for the gains. And if you want to be a part of the CandleMafia, come on, hit that like button. Shout out to Creighton C. Liking this video and subscribing to the channel is the easiest and most free way to help support us here at the Frankie Candles YouTube channel and keep this moon math coming. Realistic or not. To become a millionaire with a $69,000 ETH, you would only need to hold about 14.5 of them. At the current price of $1,900, that's an investment of around $27,550. Now imagine that 0.9 ETH that you accumulated from DCAing in the next year. At $69,000, you would see a return of about $62,100, a 34.5x. Not too shabby. Also, not very realistic. And yeah, this is kind of a wild prediction, but it's important to remember the exponential growth that Bitcoin experienced during its lifetime. And Ethereum could potentially follow a similar trajectory. But remember guys, the crypto market is extremely volatile and past performance is not guaranteed for future results, especially when you're comparing Ethereum to Bitcoin. So do your own research and never invest more than you're willing to lose. Set a stop loss. That's all I got for this one. I'll see you guys in the next video. Frankie Candles out.
Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll, and it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Ayy, on the road, here we go, here we go. Yeah, we winning by a landslide. Never see me coming on my landmine. Yeah, I ain't taking orders in command.